friends, and welcome back to my channel. My name's Maddie, and today I'm going to be doing a week-ish in the life vlog for my last week of clinicals. I am finishing up paramedic school right now if you are new or didn't know, and I'm going into my last week of clinicals. So I've already finished all my hospital shifts, and I'm going to be going into my last two, technically four, but my last two ambulance shifts. So this weekend on April 1st and 2nd, I'm doing a 48-hour shift. Then I'm off for 4 days, even though I go to work one of them. And then after the 4 days off, I go back for another 48-hour shift on April 7th and 8th. And then I am done with my clinicals for paramedic school. And I honestly cannot be more excited. If I was just going to school once a week, even 4 days a week, I think I would be fine. But going to clinicals multiple times a week and going to school, and I have other classes to do on top of that, your girl, I ain't a fan. So I am very glad to be almost finished. I graduate on May 12th, and I am getting a degree, and not just my certification, I am getting a degree in paramedicine. So fingers crossed that I actually pass the class, because one, I won't graduate, and two, I would have just made myself miserable for a year and a half for absolutely nothing. And I should be taking my skills at the end of May. I don't know when I'm going to take my national registry, probably as soon as I can once I get my course completion, because I just want to get it over with. The skills, easy. My instructor always says a monkey can do it. It's true. The test is a different story, so I'd rather just get that knocked out as close to class as possible and then just be done. That's kind of the plan. Like I said, I have a 48-hour clinical this weekend, then I'm off, go back for another 48-hour clinical, and then that will be what the end of this video is. If you haven't noticed, I don't know if you will, but I got a new camera. Mine broke. I brought it in to get it fixed. They couldn't fix it, so I ended up getting a replacement, and they don't make the camera I was using anymore. So I got a Sony ZV-1F, and it's made for vlogging. I actually have a viewfinder now, so I won't have to guess and hope that my videos are clear and focused and actually pointing at me. So I really can't wait to see what other videos I can make in the future, because y'all know I have been wanting to make more videos, but my camera breaking really kind of threw a dent in that, and then school has, obviously. So I just filmed a video for my gaming channel, and I have been getting back into reading. I haven't read as much this month, but I've read more this month than I did last month. It's March 31st right now, and I really wanted to finish the last From Blood and Ash book this month, but it just didn't work out that way, so that's fine. It's all right. So I'm going to hopefully be filming my February and March wrap up soon as one, because I didn't really read in February and barely read in March. And then I have so many more ideas planned for my reading channel, and I'm honestly so excited for it, and I hope that y'all stick around and enjoy it with me. Gonna be maybe trying to do sprints of some sort once a week, maybe on the weekends or something, just to try to get schoolwork done or get reading done, because sprints have really helped me a lot lately with staying focused and on task, and I really like the whole ambiance aspect of it. So I'll have to see how the live ones work. I know I could just film a video and make it a sprint, but I like the live sprints with like the ambient sounds and things like that, so we'll see. Anywho, I'm really excited to see what else we can do with this channel. Good morning.
I said, oh, jump scare.
Please excuse my mane. I washed my hair this morning, and this is what it looks like. I am home from my clinicals. I didn't have too bad of a time. I'm just ready to be done, obviously. Today I have a couple things planned. I have to finish editing a gaming video that I made the other day and upload that on my gaming channel, which if you have not found that and are interested, I have linked it in the bio. I'm also planning on filming or finishing my books I read in elementary school vlog. I have one more to read, and it won't take me very long, so I think I'm gonna read that today, finish that vlog, and then upload on my main channel, this one obviously, and then potentially film like a February and March wrap up type of situation, but I haven't quite decided on that yet. So that is the plan. I have about 10 minutes left in this gaming video before I'm finished. We are waiting on breakfast to arrive. We may be going to watch the Astros game today. I am not sure though, so that will definitely cut into my time. But anywho, that's what's going on. And a little bit later, I'll kind of give you an update on what I'm actually reading right now and everything like that, because this is mainly a booktube channel, so I feel like I've left a lot of that out lately. I'm gonna finish up this video, have some breakfast, and I will get back to y'all later. So if you've seen any of my other videos, I talk about it almost every video, I swear. You'd know that I've been making granny squares for every book that I read as a kind of like tracker, I guess. And I've only done 4, and I'm about to finish my 12th book, so I really need to catch up. So I think that's what I'm gonna do tonight, is make granny squares. Some of the books are kind of hard to find something to put on the granny square, and I could just make them colored, I guess, to match the book, but that's lame. So I have the blood tree for Kingdom of Flesh and Fire. I have a sword and a bow for from Blood and Ash. This is from the Poison Season. It's supposed to be a lily, and then this is supposed to be a rose, and this is from Phantom by Greer Rivers. It's the first one I read this year. So I have several more to get through, and I think that's how I'm going to use my evening. I just finished The Maidens, and that was crazy. The plot twist really got me, which every time I read a thriller, I try not to look or guess too hard because I like the surprise aspect of it. So, I mean, I was surprised by the end, but I would read it. And then it cycles, or it incorporates the silent patient at the very end, which really isn't a spoiler because it doesn't contribute that much to the story, or really any to the story. It just is kind of in there, but it was nuts. Like, I didn't get it on video, but I was sitting here like just truly with my mouth hanging wide open because it got me good. It got me good. So that makes 12 books for the year so far. So I'm gonna add another granny square to the list, and probably, I don't know if I want to watch YouTube or actually, yeah, I'm gonna watch YouTube because I just found Katie is reading on BookTube, and I've been obsessed with watching her reading vlogs and stuff lately. So especially because they're so long, I love that. Honestly, I love it. So I'm just gonna watch some more of her vlogs. If you do not know who that is, I'm gonna link her in my bio just so you can find her because I don't know, I like her a lot. So that's what I'm gonna do while I do my granny squares. All right, so I finished my first of the night, technically 5th granny square. So I found a pattern online and then I had to modify it for it to be the same size as the other granny squares that I made. So it's for the book Girl Serpent Thorn, and I couldn't find like a snake pattern that I felt would look good as an applique on the granny square. So I just did another flower, even though I already have 2 other freaking granny squares with flowers on them. But this is the like book cover, and then this is the granny square I made. It has like, it's all jacked up because like I said I had to change the pattern, but that's the only spot. So it's like a pink flower. You can kind of see leaves or thorns or whatever you want to call them on the back. So yeah. Also, this is one of the first granny squares I've made with different yarn than the rest, so this one's a lot more stretchy than the other ones, but they come out to about the same size. I just, if I had followed the regular pattern for this one, it would have been half an inch smaller on all the sides, so that's why I added to it. But it's not my favorite, but like I said, there wasn't really any other patterns that I was super happy with for this book, so it is what it is. And my next book is going to be, I'm just going in order, that way I don't get ahead of myself, because there's obviously other books that I would prefer to make a granny square for right now, but if I make those, then I won't ever go back and do the ones that I don't really care about. So next is 9 Lives by Peter Swanson. So this is what the cover looks like. I think I'm gonna kind of do like a seashell or a beach theme or something for this, because if you've read this book, a big aspect of it is something that takes place at a beach. So yeah, I am trying to keep what I put on the granny square relatively relevant to the book, but like I said earlier, sometimes there's stuff that just doesn't match it, so Right, it is 9:45 p.m. I have finished my second granny square. Does it look like a seashell? Kinda. Not really, but it's too late and I'm not making another one. So now I have 6 of my 12. So I'm halfway done with my granny squares, although I'm technically no further than I was this morning because I have finished 2 books today and I did 2 granny squares, so yay. What I'm gonna do now is probably go lay in bed, watch some TV, update my reading journal, possibly read, but I'm already feeling tired right now, and reading for whatever reason makes me more tired, so we're just gonna have to see how far that goes. I've had a mimosa tonight, so that's not gonna help me much, but yeah, so I will see y'all in the morning. Good morning. It is Tuesday, which means I'm on my way to school. I haven't updated in a little bit, so I wanted to give you all a little update about what's going on with me. So I went and took pictures to basically audition for my job back at Twin Peaks. I worked there about 2 years ago while I was in college, which I mean technically I still am, but I was taking other classes. I worked there for a couple of months and then I think I went back to EMS. I don't remember what I was doing, but oh no, I did home health. Anywho, but times are tough right now. Honestly, paramedic school has kind of burnt me out to the point where I don't even want to work in healthcare for the time. I don't think that'll be like a all the time thing. I'm just tired of working on the med unit. So I am going back to the restaurant, which I don't know whether I'm excited or not about it. I mean, I kind of feel excited, but I know last time I worked there I was miserable. But I'm gonna try to not do that. I just need money, and I could work more on the med unit, but I don't want to work more on the med unit because I'm already burnt out, and that's just gonna make it worse. So, yeah. Sorry for my early morning rambling. Just figured I would let y'all know. Not that it's really gonna affect anything besides like my schedule a little, but yeah. So I'm on my way to class. I have no idea what the schedule is today or what we're gonna be doing. I'm sure the first half of the day, like usual, we're going to be making sure that all our paperwork and our reports and stuff are done, and then the second half of the day we do skills. I just don't know what skills we're going to be doing and stuff. Really, all I have planned for most of the day today. This evening I need to bake all of my Easter orders that I have coming up that are going to be picked up and or delivered on Thursday. I have some DIY kits that people bought and also some carrot cakes, little personal carrot cakes. So yeah, anyways, my camera keeps falling because this tripod is not meant for the car, so I'm gonna go and I will see y'all later. Good morning, guys. It is currently Wednesday, April 5th. I just got to work and I just want to give y'all a little update since I haven't talked to you in a couple days. So yesterday I had school. Went in, did some skills, and I took my first comprehensive final. We have 3 tries. I didn't pass, but I almost passed. Not that that really matters, but I almost passed. So I think I'm gonna take my next try next week, and if I can pass it and finish my skills, then I will be done with going to class physically. Last night I baked all of my Easter orders that I got for my baking business and got them all ready to go for pickup and delivery tomorrow. And tomorrow is also my first training day at Twin Peaks. And because I've worked there before, I have a relatively good idea of the menu and things like that. I only have to do 2 training days. So I'm doing one tomorrow in the morning and then Monday in the morning. That won't be too bad. I'm sure it won't be super busy either of those days. The morning times usually aren't. It gets a little busy around lunch and then everybody leaves. So, but I didn't want to be up late till like closing before I go to my last clinical and before I go to school next week. Jumping around back to school stuff, I still have my English and my fine arts class that I have to finish out through the rest of the semester, which I think end on like April 5th. So I have about a month left of both of those classes. Not April 5th, May 5th. And then I am done for this semester. Thank goodness. Well, for all of paramedic school. And for reading updates, I'm still currently reading The War of Two Queens. I'm on page 204 of 645. This is the halfway mark I was trying to get to the other day. I didn't quite make it, but it's still good so far. Things are finally starting to pick up. It was just like pretty much every other one of her books, like slow in the beginning. Hopefully I can finish that soon. And then on my Kindle, I've been reading God of Malice. My friend read this and recommended it to me, and I don't really know how I feel right now. If you are interested in picking this up, look up trigger warnings and stuff ahead of time because it's pretty dark. So I am 26% through this. I'm on page 116 of 468. So this one I'm reading pretty slow. I usually only read a couple chapters at a time just because it is dark, and also it hasn't really gotten my interest very much yet. So I've just been chipping away at that. The last book I am currently reading, I got an audiobook on Libby last night so that I could listen to it while I was doing my baking. So it is The Last Wife by Karen Hamilton, and I'm 58% through with that, which is about 6 hours. I have about 4 hours left of that. And that is all of the reading updates that I have. I'm going to try to see how many pages I have left, like cumulatively, and like kind of figure out a plan on when I want to be done with these books. I was watching Olivia Reads a Latte last night, and she said that she gives herself about 10 days for her reading vlogs, adds up all the pages of the book she wants to read, divides them by the days, and then that's how many pages per day that she reads. So I was thinking about starting to do that. Obviously this isn't really a reading vlog, it's just a week in my life or a weekly vlog, but I want to start reading vlogs once I have the time to read again, which will be very soon. I have my last clinical this weekend, Friday, Saturday. Then we're going to have people over and cook and watch the women's soccer game, the US women's national team game. And then I'm probably gonna start my next vlog after today's on Sunday, or after this week's on Sunday. And then I will be done with paramedic school. I have time to read again, and hopefully I can stay reading. All right, I'm gonna take a little nap, and I may or may not talk to y'all later. All right, so it is Thursday evening. I think I updated y'all yesterday while I was at work. I got off work this morning, came home, slept for about 2 hours, and then got up and went to my first training shift back at Twin Peaks. It went really good, and I have one more on Monday before I'm able to start on my own. I just really needed a refresher since I've worked there before. I think that's really all I've done since the last time I talked to y'all. I said I was gonna read. We ended up getting a call around 8:30ish, so I didn't get back till almost 11, went to bed late, of course, like I didn't want to, and didn't end up reading. And after I got off today, we went and ate. I really wanted some crawfish, so we went out to eat with some of our friends. I just got back, and I think I'm gonna film my February and March wrap up because I'm still slightly done up from my shift today. Alright, so it's been a week since my last update, and unfortunately I didn't end up finishing paramedic school last week. I was supposed to take my second final, but my instructor wasn't there, so I wasn't able to test. But I did finish all my skills, so I should, fingers crossed for like the third week, be finished tomorrow. But otherwise I've finished my clinicals, my paperwork, everything else is done. So that's really the final update of this video, is I'm still not done, but I should be tomorrow. We shall see. But I just want to take a second to thank y'all for watching. If you've made it this far into the video, to the end, comment a medal or a trophy emoji, because you're the real MVP for sticking around through all this, because it's not been interesting, I'm sure. But I appreciate it. Like I always say, if you have any recommendations for books or video ideas, please leave them down below in the comments, and I will see y'all next time. Bye guys.